That water definitely meets OSHA standards.
No idea. Hi, guys. Hi. We're gonna move on down just a little bit.
Okay, turn around.
All right.
Wow, good. Come on, now. You wanna get to keep up with the group? Make sure you move up, so I'll hold your hand. I know it's been driven on me too. That's how Katie's. That's how Katie started. That's pretty good.
All right, guys. Now, the type of cave that we're in today is what we call a solutional cave. What that means is that it was created by an underground river that was flowing through here at one point.
So this
Over
is
time, though, the water
Kantayawbeth
table will drop,
is
and that leaves behind these
the
open
horse
passages that we're now able to walk through. Now, not only was water responsible for carving these caves out, it was also responsible for the growth that we're going to see as we walk throughout the cave today. When it rains, the rainwater will soak down through the ground up above us. And as it does so, it's picking up minerals in the soil and surrounding rock, such as calcium and iron. Now, as those minerals continue to be carried down through the ground, they can eventually enter a cave system such as this. And once exposed to the air in here, they will begin to reharden into what we call dripstone formations. I want you guys to take a look at the wall on your right, and you'll notice that it's covered in something rough and bumpy. That is what we call cave coral, also commonly referred to as cave popcorn, cave broccoli, and cave cauliflower. It is the slowest growing formation that we have in this cave, having a growth rate of only 1/4 inch every 400 to 500 years. Now, other types of formations that can be seen in here today will include the ones that come down from our ceiling, which are called stalactites, and the ones that come up under the ground beneath those there, those are called stalagmites. Now, stalactites and stalagmites will grow at a rate of approximately 1 square inch every 100 years. That makes them form much quicker than the cave coral that covers these walls, yet not quick enough that we're going to notice any significant change in this cave during our lifetime. All right, do we have any questions yet?
Go ahead, hon. You know how you like to ask.
Cool.
So far,
Think
no.
it's starting
No
to
question.
rain? All right. Well, I don't know about starting to rain, but all this water that's dripping down on you is all the rain that we've had over the past few days, as it's still working its way down through the ground. So, yes, it is rainwater. All right, guys. This is where the tour gets a little bit more challenging. Here in a moment, we're going to make our way up this next set of steps. As we near the top up there, we will be headed into that group of stalactites. Now, folks, they're coming down from the ceiling. We're going upstairs. That means that most of us in here are going to have to do a little bit of ducking, okay? There's one formation.
We're short, so I'm short, so I don't have to do that. I don't have that problem.
Down to the floor. So before you take that next step up, make sure that you look up. That way, you don't stand up right into one of those.
Have you had
Because if
anybody
you
run
do
into
happen to stand up into one, well, you'll get the point.
You'll get the point not to do it again.
Exactly. Yeah, they've also been called wishing rocks because you wish you'd never hit your head to begin with.
So I'm assuming somebody has ran right into one.
Oh yeah, we've had multiple people hit their heads. Because sometimes it doesn't matter how many times you say it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna listen.
They're still
just
gonna-
do
yep.
what they're gonna
That's
do.
why there's warning signs all over the park.
Exactly, you know. Please don't feed your fingers to the birds. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, the finger!
Yeah, I was
So,
hoping one of them
it
variety
happens,
kids
yeah.
over there was gonna do it.
Oh, yeah. You know, it happens.
Great
And then they
entertainment.
want to try to complain about it. We're like, well, did you read the sign? No. Why didn't you read the sign? Because we didn't want to. Okay, there you have
Sign
it.
the release of life.
All right, guys. Once you're at the top of these steps, in addition to washing our heads, we're going to enter a narrow spot. Now, there's no question about where that begins. It doesn't last for long. We're going to squeeze right through and open right up into another small room. As that narrow spot starts to widen back out, though, we do need to watch our step. We're going to have 2 pits, one on either side of the walkway, and there are no guardrails in that area. So please remain in the center of the walkway at that point. Watch your step. And then once again, I cannot stress this enough, make sure to watch your heads and stay low over there. Now, a good rule of thumb, guys, if you hear this gentleman right here say ouch, that means get low. Sad thing is, as many times as I've been through here, I still hit my head occasionally. Happens to the best of us.
Okay, she's got the camera on. We can...
Stay low, sir, stay low. Watch your little step right there, okay?
Stay low, Tom.
Narrow spot, and then watch your head once again, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah. Look at me. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This one, hon. Look.
Ooh, that goes all the way down.
Yeah, one on the right goes down 15 feet, and one on your left goes down 30 feet.
Where's them bratty kids that were over there by the kangaroos?
We actually have parents sometimes ask, can we just shove one of our kids off in there for a while? We'll come back and get them later. I'm like, oh, sure, why not? Just remember, it is gonna cost you if it's over 2 hours, because after that, we are required to feed them.
I want you. Oh, is your phone?
All right, guys, so this
Still
one right
on?
here, we do have a couple things that are going on. First one is gonna be the ceiling up here. You're gonna notice it's a lot flatter than the last area that we just came through. This is due to a process called breakdown. It's a fancy word for rocks fall in a cave. If you take a look at this particular rock right here, kind of get the shape of it, you look right up above it, see exactly where it fell from. Just kind of came straight down.
Oh, wow.
So essentially what we're doing right now is we're going up and over a giant mound of that breakdown, and you're now standing on what used to be the ceiling. The other thing that we have going on in here is going to be this stalagmite right here. You'll notice there's a hole in the side of it. It just seems like it doesn't belong there, and that's because it doesn't. We get our name Mammoth Cave because of the onyx that can be found inside of here. Now, most of the time when people hear the word onyx, the color black immediately comes to mind. And the reason for that being is black onyx jewelry that was so popular during the 1920s and 1930s. But onyx could be a multitude of colors. It just depends on the type of mineral that's causing it to grow. So if you were to cut into any of these formations that we're seeing in here, it's going to be solid onyx. It's simply a term referring to the minerals as they come into the cave and they harden, such as the formations as this. Your different colorations are going to be light whites and yellows, calcium, light grays, magnesium, dark grays and blacks are going to be manganese, and the reddish brown, which is the dominant color in this cave, is iron oxide. This hole right there is where they had taken a core sample to test for the quality of the onyx that's in this cave. At one time, this cave was considered to be mined for the onyx that's in here. Fortunately for us, the company that was going to do that went bankrupt right after these samples were taken, and so no mining was able to take place, and we still have this beautiful cave. All right, guys. We'll come right through here, watch your step, walkway itself is narrow. There's a step off to your right and a puddle to your left. Now, the set of stairs that we're getting ready to go down are steeper than what we've been on. There's a handrail on your left, and we do ask that everyone uses that handrail.
Can you go first so I can hold you?
So you can take me down there with you?
No, I can just.
Look at you. You go home. You fall.
That's what I said. You go first so I can hold you. Smart. Okay.
She wants to hold her hand, though. You make sure you're good. You hold on to the hand.
Okay.
Watch your way through this.
Okay.
All this is nothing but rock. That's green. It's moss that's growing. Looks like big ice cream chunks. After this exercise, I think we're gonna have to go get ice cream. Get out of there. Look at that. I know, it's smooth. We're going down a steep hill, not smooth, okay, Steve?
Okay. This is where we go. Hold on to the rail.
One of the neatest things I've seen.
Ooh.
Look how cute and freezing down here. It's really neat. You don't like it. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it. The water's 55 degrees, so I'm deep voice and make this in spray.
How many steps did you say?
144.
Okay.
Okay, who wants to go swimming?
Did you say me?
Who wants to go with you?
You said me.
So I said I wouldn't recommend swimming in there. The water's 55 degrees, I have a deep voice and make this in spray. All the water that ends up in the cave, this is the lowest portion of this cave, and so all that rainwater from the back eventually ends up there, and all the water from the back end of the front eventually ends up going into that hole. That's the entrance to the lower level of the cave. We do not go down there, that goes down another 60 feet from where we're standing.
Okay,
right
this
now.
kantayawbeth, the
It's a
tour
very
of
small
the.
tunnel. It's basically a water drainage port, and it drains directly out into the Green River Basin.
Oxen cave. There you go.